Hey there, this is Jen with Laughing Lotus Wellness. Welcome in to Tips for Transformation. So here we have a sample of a altar that you could do, and you can make this really mobile by doing it in a tray. And so this is just kind of some things that I think are beautiful and lovely. And I picked all things that are deeply meaningful to me. So if you're going to create a sacred space, a beautiful spot for yourself to go and sit in quiet and contemplation or journal or do some meditation, that's where this comes in really handy. So I'm just going to go through a few of the things I have here and kind of why, and try to provide some options for people as well. So if you want to build kind of your own sacred space or altar in your home for a ceremony around the holiday, you can have some ideas for what's going to light you up. So we're going to start with a couple of things. So I have a little feather here that's beautiful that I found on sale, Hobby Lobby, forever ago. And I have some chakra stones here, shaped as hearts, some of them. My intention for the year stone is sitting right in the center. That is for alignment. That's my word for 2021. And so I just think these are beautiful. They're the shape of the holiday and they have great energy. They have very soothing, beautiful energy. And so that's what this is. I have a selenite heart in here, and this is just for cleansing. Selenite is cleansing your energy. And so I definitely want to cleanse my heart, make sure that it stays pure and accessible and available to me in everything that I do, but for sure in my personal relationships and in all my business dealings and the things that I do. I have a philosophy about leaving everything better than I found it, right? Every single situation, every person, when I have control over it, I want to leave something better than I found it. So that's a beautiful way to cleanse my heart on a regular basis when I come in this space and I do meditation. That's going to help me show up like I would really prefer to. So you can see I have a lotus over there, of course, my jam. You guys know that's for new beginnings and fresh starts. And I think that we often need those in our hearts for forgiveness and things like that, compassion. So I definitely, obviously, try to have lotus symbols in my space. I have some incense going back here, that sage sweetgrass. That's a cleansing incense that I absolutely love. It's my very favorite. And so I could be doing that during my meditation, or if I just needed to have a quiet moment, I could come in and plug into this. I have a bowl that's got some lavender in it. This is really beautiful. And lavender is all about purity and love and peace, spiritual healing. And it smells amazing in here. And so for me, having a little dish of something that has deep meaning to the earth is really powerful to me. It's why I have fresh flowers on here. I'm deeply connected to nature, and it's definitely where I heal. And so for me, on my altars, as much as I can, I like to have something that's fresh and alive and things like that. Now, this is really particularly for a ceremony because our flowers are not obviously going to stay looking this beautiful. So we have to kind of pick and choose, and we're going to do that for maybe a ceremony or a sacred space or a special meditation. But I did want to throw them out here because they're like my fave. And so then I've got some pink toned quartz. It's just kind of some points, some ends. So these are so beautiful. And these crystal points are about, again, clearing, cleansing, and the color is so gorgeous on this white tray. And so I just love it. The candles are just for extra light illumination, right? I mean, we can just go as deep or as not deep on these things as we'd like. For me, they're illuminating. The fairy lights are lovely. They add a little glow. So let's say I want to do this in the early morning or in the evening. That's going to look amazing in here. And so I like adding a little something special. And so that's just a lovely little soft lighting. I've got this incredible bowl over here of all of these hearts. And this is just about two things. It is about giving and receiving love, right? So this idea of those hands that are holding sacred things, but also about holding space for others' hearts and how we show up to that. And so I just love this bowl, and I finally found the thing that was going to go in them. It was so awesome when I was shopping and I spotted those stones. I'm like, that's exactly what those hands were meant for. So that is what those are here for. And the last thing I have that I want is just notable is my mala beads here. And you can see that those are sitting there right in the tray. And those are the ones that I use for meditation and japa practice, where I am doing mantra around love. So those are my beads that I use for enhancing my heart. And so that's why they're out here. And so the cool thing is that I have a little napkin here. That's all this is. It's not fancy. I have a tray I recycled. It was literally going to the the donation Goodwill, and so like grabbed it out of there. And so this is something that we already had. So I have a lot of things on here that I already had at home. These are not things I had to go out special and buy. Now I'm weird and I have lots of things, the woo-woo things. But truth be told is that it's really more important that your little space is super important to you and it holds things that are precious and meaningful for whatever you're creating that altar for. And so this is my love altar. This is all about loving myself, loving other people, and stepping fully into that. And so I'm going to create this beautiful space that really celebrates that. So just a segue, a side note, you're also welcome to ditch this. If a second layer is not accessible or easy or transportable, if that's what you need it to be, just leave that second piece out and put what you can that feels like it looks beautiful in your tray and make it to go. And that way you can hide it underneath a bed. You could put it in a closet. You could put it in a cupboard. So if we can put this away and make it really super accessible, that's all the extra bonus. So because some people don't have space to do this. Now this is my office and people know how I roll, so this wouldn't shock anyone to come in and see this way. And I love it. I think it's really beautiful. So I'm going to leave it just like this for the holiday. And so I just wanted to share these little extra bonus things that you can do and create that are just so lovely, and they really add to your practice. And so again, you know, a thought could be, I could come in the evening and reflect here and journal in this space with these things. I could come in the morning, leave the lights dark, right? As the sun is even, maybe hasn't even risen in the day, and I turn on my fairy lights and I sit with my candles and I just embrace this beauty that has been created in my sacred space. I would really invite you as well to consider adding a playlist. You know, if you really want to be extra bougie, I mean, go into your Spotify or your Pandora, track down something incredibly lovely and have that on a playlist and come in here with your very favorite songs. Oh, this flower is just looking a little peaked. It's so beautiful. I love daisies. And so play some music. You could just sit in here and listen to some gorgeous music, things that really kind of help you go deep into your heart and inspire, right? We would definitely be looking for inspiration. Here's another lovely idea. Perhaps one of my faves. The other thing I could do if I wanted was I could take this out. I'm not getting rid of it, friends. Never fear. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to take this gorgeous pink stone. I'm going to remove it from here. And maybe I set it right in here. Okay, so now it's still out there. And this little vessel has nothing in it. What can I do with an empty vessel? Oh, friends, you don't even know. So with that little vessel, the cool thing that you could do, and you could do with your hands too. So I have two options here. I love little vessels and bowls in our sacred space, because what we can do is we can write down intentions and dreams and people's names if we're praying for them, or if we know they're struggling, or we just want to send some extra bougie love to them. We can write that and put those little things right in there or right in here. So I am a strong believer in, you know, the more we send out gratitude, the more we send out love and kindness, the more we receive it. And so I strongly encourage you, I'm going to leave my vessel empty because it's just going to be for that purpose only. And so I just want to share, but it's so, think of how elevated this is. Think of how gorgeous this is in terms of what kind of energy it's going to create, right? And I'm all about energy. And so we need revitalizing time. We all need revitalizing moments, and this is one of those times where I can revitalize. This is a hard time of year for many people. February is very cold in Minnesota, and we can't get out quite the same. Yesterday was 30 below. And so this is my like haven, right? I can come in here and really embrace this holiday that's coming up and spend the month of February in that space of sweetness and cultivating it for myself, friends, family, people I don't even know. I can send that energy out. And so I just wanted to throw this out there for you all. I talked about creating a little ceremony and walking you through creating a sacred space for yourself. And again, always do what's mobile. If having a space is not accessible, that is okay. Do not hesitate to still create something like this. If you had to, you could put some things on a plate, literally, and just take it in and out of your closet or your room that you you can spend some time in by yourself. So truly, this is really what you make it and what you want. And so I invite you to try this. I invite you to check it out and see what you think. And so if you do this, please do me the honor, the favor of posting what you would put in your sacred space. So what kinds of things would you like? What would be deeply meaningful? I could pick some pictures of family and friends and put them here. I could create imagery around things that I wish for the world in places of love and put those out here too. Literally, there's no end to what you can do with a sacred space like this. That's what makes them so fun. And truly, when I say this, seeing this gorgeousness excites me to meditate in this space. And so some of it's just your senses. It's just being able to see something beautiful and smell something beautiful and enjoy and embrace something that elevates how we show up to something. And so truly make these altars about your senses. If it was another thing I would probably do, I haven't done it yet, is have a little thing of chocolates. You know, I would have a little extra something sweet here, something that just is a little bite of a treat that would be, you know, just like extra joy if I was at the end of a meditation. And so this is all about mindfulness. It's all about your senses, and it's all about beauty, 110%. And so I just invite you to dig into this, give it a try. And then, like I said, let me know what you would put in your special space. What would go in your sacred space? What would really elevate your holiday and your meditation time, your quiet, peaceful time? So I'm just going to let you look at it for a moment before we close out. We're just going to breathe as we take in that beautiful light. Earth elements here. So much gratitude for Mother Nature and the beauty that we have around us and accessible to us. Sending out love and light here as we close. I hope you too can find your way to creating sacred space, filling your heart with love and kindness for all those around you, but truthfully too, deeply and humbly, I say this and ask that you do it for yourself, that you also truly need loving kindness. And from my heart to yours, blessings, love, and light. This is Jen, founder of Laughing Lotus Wellness, sending my love to you. Till next time.